Hey everyone, this is Chad. Thanks for coming to Arctic Horde Wargaming. Today we have a matchup between Jeff and his Nurgle, and Miles brought his white scars. They're going to be throwing down, doing some 40K here. But before we get into it, if you'd like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, join the Horde, check out our links down below also, and if you are in the Twin Cities metro area and you'd like to come in and get a game with us and be featured in a battle report, shoot me a message. We'd love to have you in and schedule that. And now, stay tuned for the show, folks. Here we go. Rolling to see who drops first.
Well, I guess I'm going to be going first then with the Death Guard. Not our preferred way of playing. For my secondary objectives, I have Domination, grind them down, and cut off the head.
For my secondaries, I have Engage on all fronts, Oaths of Moment, and Bring It Down.
Alright, today we're going to be playing Vital Intelligence from the Grand Tournament 2020 Strike Force. Mission briefing. Important tactical information must be captured. Key data terminals have been detected, but the machine spirits of several must be slaved to your data tethers at the same time if you are to intercept the intelligence you need. Mission rules. Data terminals. The objective markers in this mission represent data terminals. In this mission, you control an objective marker at the end of your command phase. It remains under your control unless your opponent controls it at the end of a subsequent phase, even if you have no models within range of it. Victory points are awarded for controlling objective markers as follows. We've got progressive objectives called Domination. At the end of each player's command phase, the player whose turn it is scores 5 victory points for each of the following conditions that are satisfied for a maximum of 15 victory points. The control of 2 more objective markers, the control of 3 or more objective markers, controlling more objective markers than your opponent controls. Primary objectives cannot be scored during the first battle round. For secondary objectives, you have the option of taking Data Intercept. Each time a unit from your army successfully completes the following action, you score a number of victory points equal to the number of objective markers you currently control. Data Intercept action. 1 unit from your army can start to perform this action at the end of your movement phase if it is within the range of an objective marker and no enemy units, excluding aircraft, are within range of that objective marker. This action is completed at the end of your command phase as long as the unit performing is still within range of the same objective marker.
And what page is that on?
Page 42. Hi, I'm Jeff. Today I've got 1,996 points of Death Guard. Starting over here, we've got a Rhino with 2 squads of Plague Guard inside of it. Each squad has got the 2 plasma guns and the Blight Launcher. We've got 2 Lyphatic Blight Haulers. They are part of a single unit. We've got another Rhino with 2 squads of Plague Guards inside it. The Rhino does have the Combi Melta. This one has 2 plasma guns as well as a plague spewer, and then we've got a close combat unit which has all the extra attack fun stuff. Mortarion, because why wouldn't you take Mortarion in a Death Guard army? And then we've got 2 photed bloat drones back here with 2 plague spitters.
And again, that's how many points?
1,996. Oh, I apologize. I have a Magnet Playcaster back here, and then I've got a Lord of Contagion who's currently hanging up in the warp right now, and he'll be dropping in later. So in regards to psychic powers, Mortarion is going to have Miasma of Pestilence and Putrescent Vitality. My Playcaster is going to have Gift of the Plagues and Miasma of Pestilence again, just to be on the safe side. Because I think Mortarion is going to die really quick. But we'll see. He starts with a toughness 8 now, which is really nice. Toughness 9 seems good.
Chaos is forever. Mortarion never dies.
Yeah, he just goes back to the wharf and regroups.
Hi, I'm Miles, and today I have 1,996 points of white scars.
We're dead on points. Nice.
So start on this end. We have a Leviathan Dreadnought with 2 Storm Cannon arrays and 2 Hunter Killer missiles. We have a squad of 3 Outriders. We have 2 Invader ATVs with Onslaught Gatling cannons. We have our Primaris Chaplain on bike. He is my warlord with the Master Orator warlord trait. He is upgraded to a Master of Sanctity. A squad of 5 intercessors with bolt rifles. The sergeant has a power sword. We have a squad of 3 Blade Guard vets. We have Kosaro Khan in the middle.
Khan!
A unit of 3 Eradicators with the regular melter rifles. A flying Storm Raven gunship with twin multi-melta, 2 Hurricane bolters, and 2 assault cannons. Next we have a Land Speeder Tornado with a multi-melta and assault cannon. Next to them we have a unit of 6 Assault Intercessors. The sergeant is equipped with a power sword. Next a squad of 5 regular bikers with chainswords and the sergeant with a storm bolter. And hiding in the back, a Primaris Librarian upgraded to Chief Librarian. He knows Null Zone, Psychic Fortress, and Veil of Time. So, White Scar's specific Legion traits, or chapter tactics. White Scar's units can advance and fall back and still charge in the same turn. And they may advance and fire assault weapons with no penalty. Then the special doctrine is in the assault doctrine, whereas if I charge or make a heroic intervention, I increase the damage of my melee weapons by 1.
All cool stuff.
Alright, since I have the choice of who goes first or second, against my better judgment, I'm going to go ahead and go first to try to get my second power set up to make myself just a little bit more resilient to this first turn of shenanigans from all of the scary shooting. All of it.
Alright, Nurgle, turn 1.
So, end of Plague Marines, Death Guard turn 1. We literally did nothing this turn. I put 2 wounds on a bike. Apparently they have 3 wounds now. I'm deeply offended by this. My Fetic Blight Haulers unloaded onto his Leviathan. And apparently the God Emperor feels that Leviathan should still be around, and he made all of his saves and his invulnerables, so that was kind of cool. Rhino have both popped smoke. Martarian did not get off Putrescent Vitality, but he did get off Miasma Pestilence, so he is also a -1 to hit. And then I did get off Gift of Plagues. So if they get too close, they have a -1 toughness. So that'll be fun.
Do you get any points out of this round?
No.
No points. Okay, White Scars, turn 1.
So end of turn 1 for the White Scars. Librarian got off Null Zone, but also Psychic Fortress, so he kind of negated himself. We did a ton of damage to Mortarion, bringing him down to 3 wounds, and we made a gutsy charge with the Librarian and the Blade Guard vet. Unfortunately, Mortarion intercepted and killed the Librarian before he could kill Mortarion, or potentially kill Mortarion. So he's down to 3 wounds, Librarian is down, and now he's into turns for objectives.
Yes, so I got Domination, because I'm holding more objectives than you are right now. So that's 3 points. And then I also get Grind Them Down, because I killed more units than you did this turn.
Yep. And I will get 1 victory point because I did not fail any morale tests and I did not fall back.
Congratulations. I didn't wound you at all.
Yeah. And I will get Engage on all fronts because I do have units wholly within 3 different table orders.
You do? Not wholly.
36. You're correct. These needs to go. Yep. So I had no engage in all fronts. And
Actually, the table is 60.
So 30.
So 30.
I still don't think you've got it, but just take it from the edge over there.
30 is here.
All right, cool.
So bikers and 24 this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 48 across. Only because I don't want to chop the mass this way.
24 is here.
Until I'm sure that that's what they're going to keep doing.
I think this butt is going to be hanging out, but I'm not positive.
I meant the Leviathan.
Okay. Sure, that works.
Right, so that's only 2 or
2.
Besides that, your ship moved up, and what else happened?
We put some damage on the Rhino from the Leviathan and bikers and ATVs. And now we just kind of move forward towards the center objectives. Put some one damage on the bullet drone back here.
And you brought the Rhino down to 3 wounds.
Alright, Nurgle, turn 2.
End of Plague Marines, or Death Guard, round 2. We did really well. Plague Marines got out of Rhinos, and we shot things. We basically killed his 3-man Outrider squad, as well as Leviathan Dreadnought over here. We were able to take out his Plague Guard in close combat, and take out 4 of his bikes with the 2 float drones, with just 1 guy left with 1 wound, 2 wounds?
He's at all 3.
All 3, so he's going to hang around a little bit. Martarian managed to get out of close combat, which means he's going to get gunned down with prejudice with his mighty 3 wounds remaining. But I did manage to get my Asmat Pestilence and Pruchescent Volatility, so he is going to be a little bit more challenging to get rid of, since he's up to toughness 9. All in all, a really good turn for the Death Guard. We'll see what you counter with.
And how many points did you get? I know you got a boatload of points.
Oh, I did score 15 points because I held more, was holding at least 2. Let's see, I controlled 2 or more objective markers, I controlled 3 or more objective markers, and then I controlled more objective markers than my opponent controlled.
Alright, so 15 this round, right?
15 this turn, and then possibly more points at the end of the turn, depending upon how things go.
Alright, White Scars, turn 2.
So, end of White Scar's turn 2, the Eradicators finally brought down Mortarion.
Boo.
And the Righteous Melt of Fire.
Boo.
The Landspeeder did heavy damage to the Bloat Drone, and the Storm Raven finished it off with some rockets from downtown. I did have this biker fall back to this objective. We must clear this center from charges from the Assault Intercessors and Kosaro Khan. Giving his buff of +1 to wound against T5 targets is very good. On the other half of the board, the ATVs shot at some Plague Marines and killed 1. Chaplain also killed 1, and then charged the Blight Haulers. Did some damage to 1, but they did more damage back to him, and now they're locked in close combat. Stormraven also did take out the last wizard in the back corner.
Psyker. Wrong game.
Wrong game. Yep. So now we move to turn for secondary objective. I scored 12.
You
points.
scored 10 points this turn.
10
in secondary objectives.
Yep, 10 points for bringing down monsters and being in different table quarters.
I got 3 for at the end of the turn for holding half the objective markers on the board, which brings us to 12 for White Scars and 24 for Death Guard. But it's going to be a little harder this turn.
So Death Guard, turn 3.
So end of Death Guard, turn 2. We basically managed to... Turn 3, excuse me. We managed to get his one biker off that unit, so now I am holding... preventing him from getting anything but 5 victory points for holding 2 objectives. And then I managed to take out the Eradicator squad. We just kind of... I did 2 additional wounds over here. And that's basically it.
On the chaplain, right?
On the chaplain, yeah. I mean, I did... Brought this guy up to 7 wounds from a lucky shot with the Combi Melta. And now he needs to pull me off objectives, otherwise I am going to... and contest objectives, otherwise I'm going to reach a point where he just cannot catch up next turn. With the 10 points that I had, that brings me up to a total of 34. So he really needs to pull me off objectives right now, otherwise I just got this.
So this is the turn. White Scars. Let's see what happens. Turn 3.
So after White Scars, end of turn 3, Landspeeder made a desperate push and blew up that Rhino contesting that objective. We made some assault over here to contest this objective. Khan will gladly hold that one. Intercessors are still on that one. The Chaplain fell back and charged, killing one Blight Hauler, but its detonation killed the Chaplain in return. So then at the end of this round, I scored...
You scored a grand total of 15 points.
15 secondary objective points from blowing up 6 points from blowing up 3 vehicles for Bring It Down, another 3 from Oaths of Moment, and then being in all 4 table quarters.
And then you also get the 5 points for holding 2 objectives.
Yep, and 5 points at the beginning of the turn. Holding the objectives. We're gonna wrap it up with actual dice rolling and talk through the final turns.
Simply because I am turning into a pumpkin. But as it looks here, I feel that the White Scars have got it. I might be able to pull one of them off an objective this turn, but I certainly don't have enough firepower to basically spread out into all 4 table corners in order to be able to do things. As everyone knows, Death Guard are not exactly what you would call speedy by any stretch of the imagination, and I just don't think I can get where I need to be in order to pull him off of... This turn I'm only going to score 5, so I would need to pull him off of at least 2 additional objectives for him to, and devastate his army and with shooting, which I just don't have, in order to really have a chance at winning this game.
Especially now that all the vehicles went down.
Yeah, with all the vehicles down, I just don't have any ability to move at all.
Yeah, with all the vehicles down and Death Guard being slow and purposeful versus the lightning fast, hit and run tactics of the White Scars, I can easily outrun them and consolidate my forces. His three units of Marines could still push my intercessors off of the objective in my zone, but then the Storm Raven won't take any damage if it's not focused, and it can continue to harass.
However, it is hovering this turn, so I might have been able to charge it with my commander, and probably would have been able to do something there, since it only has 7. That's right.
7 wounds left.
Yeah, but I would say White Scars had a good game, sir. I appreciate it.
It was definitely a close one. White Scars was definitely on the back foot in the middle of turn 2, but getting some clutch vehicle destruction and bringing Mortarion down in a timely manner. If he had lived through the second turn, it would be heavily in Death Guard's favor.
Concur.
Okay, so that was turn 4 for White Scars.
Turn 3.
Turn 3.
Yeah, this is the end of turn 3.
Okay, so end of turn 3. We're going to call it there. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, be part of the Horde. We'll see you in the next one.